All right, we are live. Let me check.
Live.
Yep.
Check. Live. Yep. Check.
All right, 3 people. Come on, 3 people, 1 like. Let's do it. 3-3. 4-4-5-5. Come on, guys. How are y'all? That one person's just holding out. He's like, I don't want to like it. No. Is everyone doing well this evening? I'll wait a few seconds. See what the weather is. Is everybody having crappy weather where they are? What's up, RH? How are you? 5 people. Hell yeah. Come on, 5 people, 2 likes. Let's go 5 and 5. Come on, y'all. Is it that hard to hit that like button? Apparently. Is everyone's weekend doing good? What's up, IE? We got 9 people in the freaking live stream. 5 likes. Hell yeah. $12 and 6. What's up, Lance Landmark? What's going on, my friend? $5 a.m. You're in RH. You're in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably mistaken, though. UK. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You're like 5 hours behind us, or ahead of us. Did all y'all out there get hit with this winter storm that we just had? We had a crappy one. Yep, coffee, definitely. So it's been a busy day today. I did we lost a like. Wow. It must be like one of those trolls or whatever. Anyway, had a busy day today. Did the first part of the upload, then a bonus, then a second half, then recorded for tomorrow. Now we're doing a live stream. And so does anyone have any ideas of what we want to talk about this evening? I was going to start it earlier, but I got caught up with crap. Now after I do the live stream, I got to go and shovel. Not as cold here in SoCal. $1 inch. Ooh. Yeah, we got like, what's up, SUGE? How are you? Oh man, I wish we had rain. We got hit with we had no snow. It was like 40 degrees. I was getting ready to go hiking and crap. I was getting excited. You know, you watch that little dirty brown snow outside of your house on your sidewalk area just melt away. And my daughter was excited because she was like, spring is here. I'm like, yeah, we'll be able to do some hiking. And all of a sudden we got hit with like probably 10 inches. Yep, road sludge. Yes, it is. Yes. Stray Panther, how are you? Dijado, how are you doing? New Creation Koi. Yes, I have read your email. I've been super busy with everything this week. I've literally I've been getting like 4 hours a night or 4 hours of sleep a night lately. So I've got a ton of people to get to, which I will. So I figured we talk a little bit about this book that I got the other day at the. No, I won't forget you, brother. Don't worry about that. 8 inches in Wisconsin. Damn. Yeah, Northern Cali. You guys are California. Got no sleep or no sleep. I'm looking at sleep is overrated. California got hit with like a freak snowstorm. 46 people and 16 likes. Come on. What is up? There's those people lurking in the shadows. They're like secretly, should we hit the like button? So anyway, I got this book, Iroquois, Supernatural, Talking Animal, and Medicine People. And I was like, whoa. So I started looking at it. And I marked a page. Now, the title of this chapter is called The Supernatural Zoo. It's probably backwards for you guys, so I apologize. 4323. Come on, guys, show me some love, dude. I show you guys love every day. Every day. 2 videos a day. What's up, Jim Baker? How are you? So it's all, this whole book is in regards to not the whole book, the whole chapter is in regards to a lot of these weird Native American cryptids. And I was blown away by it because, and I was like, I got to share this with you guys. The Celts and Iroquois. Now, that's something that's interesting because people think of the Wendigo as this deer creature, which it's not. The deer-like creature is more of a Caucasian creature, came over with like, it didn't come over, but the lore of the creature came over with like the Vikings, people from Norway, and a lot of just old world lore. I found it really interesting that was included. But then they mentioned this thing called the fearsome foursome: stone giants, flying heads, vampire corpse, and little people. Now, we automatically know what stone giants are. It's more or less the Sasquatch. But in the chats, a lot of times I see people talking about vampires, you know? So I was like, hey, thank you, Rudeware. So I figure I'd just share a couple little things. And this is Iroquois lore with the fearsome foursome, the vampire corpse. The Iroquois had lots of stories about evil, semi-dead, human-like beings, sometimes called vampires or Cannibal Corpse, which is a badass band. Not all of the Six Nations variety are bloodsuckers like the Romanian vampire or the Scottish. Still, they were similar to the human predator of European folklore, that we have to call them vampires. Variants abound. The culprit can be a dead human, a simple corpse that something overtakes. It may be the body of a witch or sorcerer full of its own octane, that the force lasts on physical death. Sometimes the demon is an eerie specter or ghost, physical enough at business end for a bit of chewing. The Iroquois vampire can be a virtual skeleton, sometimes even what seems to be a separate species that only looks human. It could even be a servant of the other world, like monsters that wait a long, perilous course of the human soul in Egyptian mythology. It's hard to tell if these are different tales, regional variants, or if the subject of them has different forms. The European vampire is a shapeshifter as well, at least within the range of animal forms: bats, wolves, rats, moths. Maybe the stories are about the same critter, but forget the suave Victorian counts or runway models of the 21st century vampire industry. The Iroquois is a reanimated corpse that wouldn't score at a zombie fest. So, and then it's got this little kind of tail with it. I guess I'll quick share it if you guys are interested. Do you want me to share it? I'll take 2 yeses if you want me to. Great to see you, Sully. All right. So I guess Gorl doesn't want me to share it, but I got way more yeses than nos. So, all right. There were rumors about the old man. He lived by himself, far from the village, in his last sickness. People came to make his days easier. Just before his death, he said, "Put me in a bark coffin and set me in the back room of this house. Leave everything as it is, and travelers can shelter here," he added in a tone that should have registered. "But no woman or child should ever sleep here. It will be just too dangerous." Sometime later, a poor traveling couple and their baby girl came upon this deserted house. They saw a body in a birch bark coffin, but made little of it. This was a normal custom for many Native Americans. The husband lay down in the back room to rest. The wife prepared the evening meal, her daughter at her side. She heard sounds of breaking bones, chewing, and slurping. She knew instantly that her husband had been killed, undoubtedly by some supernatural presence laid to the corpse. Hope lay in deception. "Your daughter and I are going to the stream to get some water for the broth," she cried out. "We're coming right back." She took a pail, left the house casually, and started running along the well-worn footpath. She was a long way toward the nearest village when a furious howl came from the direction of the cabin. She ran even faster through the dim woods. Her pursuer was coming. The next bestial vocal she heard was closer than the first. The vampire man was gaining. She threw off her scarf. In a little while, she heard ripping to tatters. She threw off other pieces of clothing. Each time, the same thing happened. She saw the walls of a stockade town and called out the traditional distress cry, hoping someone may hear her. Some women finishing their last chores took it up, not knowing what the emergency was, but the sounds were near. The young mother could be heard panting. She collapsed outside the village, fearing it was too late. But a party of young men burst from the gates. They hovered over her, glaring into the night. They were armed. Even a vampire knew he had been beat. Half-human voice howled from the thicket. The next day, the young mother told her tale, and a war band set out for the cabin. The body of her husband lay just as he had slept, but with a big hole in his side. Next to him in his coffin was a body of the hermit, fresh blood on his face. It was the most contented corpse they had ever seen. The warriors pounded the vampire into a pulp and piled logs about the house. Soon after, they set the fire, and they could hear yipping and howling within. A large jackrabbit slipped out, dodged the weapons, and dashed between the legs of the warrior. This may or may not have been the vampire spirit, but if it was, he had learned his lesson from the Iroquois. They never heard from him again. So, this is interesting because all cultures have some sort of hang on a second. I'd better find. I guess Gornut, you don't need to cause crap in here. So, boop, bye. All right. So, many cultures have these lores, and yes, he is gone. Like vampires. So the Iroquois have their version of the vampire. The Romanians, like Dracula, Vlad, and I just find it interesting that the Iroquois, the Native Americans from across the ocean, have the same kind of creature. Now, why would they have the same kind of creature? It only points to that they're real. They've got to be. Think about it. Like pyramids, Egyptian pyramids match the same as the South American pyramids. So, just many cultures have the same kind of interesting creatures and lore. But I did find one with kind of like a Dogman in here, and here it is, right here. Da, da, da. The Welsh word. Okay, I found this very interesting. So the next chapter, or not next chapter, but the next little thing in the book is super serpents, which Native Americans, Asian, and some European cultures have like this. I guess. Serpents have always been kind of strong in our lore. And this was funny. The Welsh word for men or man is related to the Latin ver. That sounds like were or werewolf is a were-man. One class of Iroquois snake beings are were-snake, shape-shifting serpent fairies, an alternate race like that of the Selkies or were-seals of Scottish lore. They may be related in some form to something the Seneca called the blue lizard, a man-sized servant of the greater snakes. Pretty interesting. No, Wendigo does not equal Skinwalker, Mothman 46. That's not true. Wendigo is part of the Mohawk, Iroquois, and the Six Nations or First Nation lore, and two separate creatures, two separate lores, nothing to do with each other. How's Victor? I don't know. I texted him a couple days ago and asked him what was up, and he did not respond. Then there was LBL is Land Between the Lakes. It is Wendigo technically classifies as a skinwalker. No, it doesn't. I'm Mohawk Indian. I'm carded Mohawk, and no, it doesn't. There's skinwalker is a totally different thing than a Wendigo. LBL, it's Land Between the Lakes. It consists of parts of Kentucky and parts of Tennessee. It was created, I believe, by Kennedy back in the 60s. No, Jim Baker, we discussed this last week and the week before. The Wendigo is not a dinosaur. Hang on a second. There's something else I wanted to share in here. Oh, that's what it was. So, dude, you are fucking pissing me off. Bop. So, I don't know how many of you guys have heard me talk about the Ojibwe bear walker. I think last week we talked about it, and during the live stream, and there was someone that had some Ojibwe blood in them, and I had mentioned like the thesis that I had read a while ago, and this says the monster bear, but they, it all, like with the serpent thing, it brought us to a werewolf, right? And Jim, come on, let's be serious here, brother. It's not time to be goofy yet. We'll have our goofy moments in a little bit, I promise. All right, so the monster bear, most feared of beasts in the magical Iroquois Zoo, is this big devilish looking creature. He isn't even built like a natural bear, sometimes the alternative form of a wizard. He loves running contests, luring men and swift boys to bet their lives on a race. These marathons last from sunrise to sunset, and second place for the mortal means dinner. Like Achilles, this demon bear has a weak spot on the pad of its foot. A spike or arrow can kill him. In a tale or two, the little people take him down when they pity his human quarry, as does the right tricky hero with the red willow weapon. Others whip him with their wits or magic and maybe talk him out of a couple of his teeth, the bounty of generations. His bones are medicine. Just the powder in a potion makes a human unbeatable as a runner. Such a heavy totem is the monster bear that he is focused on the dance society, the whole dance society, one of the few mythical animals so used. We don't know any Iroquois who claim to have met the demon bear in our woods. There are enough Bigfoot reports to make you wonder if people are taking one for another. Dogman, Bigfoot. There are those who think all myths are distortions of real events. Some suggest the Australian dawn beasts live on a dreamtime image of its own native people. Could the demon bear be a memory? Was the natural parallel in the northeastern woods? In his dream, Edgar Cayce, 1877 to 1945, raved that the Atlanteans shunned North America because its mammal predators were so nasty. Archaeology half supports the 20th century sleeping prophet. The Ice Age meat eaters were dreadful. There was the American lion, much bigger than the lions today. The loping assassin called the dire wolf, saber-toothed tiger, ambush slasher. Outsized hyenas and wolverines were stalking terrors. The top killer, though, seems to have been a giant short-faced bear, a rangy goon that ate not a thing but flesh and marrow, nicknamed the Bulldog Bear for its strange, pushed-in face, packing such a mighty bite. Its 5-foot limbs and 8-inch claws could rake or club a foe. When it stood on its hind legs, its chubby chin would have rested on a basketball rim. The first Americans who had faced it. Was this a demon bear? Zoologists note the curiosity that big cats are spooked by the bark of dogs. It's not the dogs they dread, it's the sound, evidently like that of a once real animal so fearsome that the cough resonates in ancestral memory and sets generations of tigers aquake. Some think that it could have only been a short-faced bear. Little wonder if the Iroquois remember. So, oh shit! Thank you so much. Hang on a second. Craig, thanks, my friend. Appreciate that. So, the short-faced bear. Yeah, I know the short-faced bears, and that's what we're talking about. The short-faced bear, if you think about it, could actually, like, it had 5-foot long arms. Its chin would rest on a basketball hoop, which is 9 feet. So that could be a werewolf, just like Nico just said. No tail, short muzzle, huge claws. What's up, Peter? And just a really, really interesting kind of configuration or whatever. And then there was this weird creature called the long nose. This book is really interesting. I was blown away by it. I was actually looking for a book for my daughter. My daughter's going to be 18 on the 1st, and I was looking for some witchcraft, like white witchcraft books and shit like that. And like crystals and rocks and stuff. And I was like, saw this. I was like, gotta get it. Is this boring to you guys? Do you guys not like this? Do you want me to stop and we could just figure out something else to shoot the shit? Because there was one other thing I wanted to share with you guys. But if you guys don't like this, there was actually the witch dog, the changelings, and Iroquois shapeshifters, and altered animals, which the big dog changeling, which reminded me of a Dogman. All right, so you guys are cool with this. Druids and elves. One place I would love to go is Stonehenge. The Puckwedgie. That's in Massachusetts, right? By that weird swamp that I believe the King Philip's War was but occurred. MJ Bates, thank you so much. Stonehenge is fake. Okay. Upstate New York and Canada. Okay. I thought they were more or less out towards like Massachusetts, Rhode Island. $2 can buy you a pop. Well, Jim, I don't see you throwing anything, so why don't you just zip it, buddy? Bridgewater Triangles in Vermont. That's a really crazy place. really quick, we'll get back to this. So when I went to the Conjuring house, I went to the Conjuring house and I had talked to a guy who lived across the street from it. And Jim, I'm not saying you need to. I'm just saying you don't need to comment on things like that. Just be nice to everybody. Your avatar you look like the scary German guy from Monster Squad in the 80s, brother. And I'd give you a hug, Jim. Son of a bitch, where is that? Did I fucking throw it away? Sorry, don't mean to curse. Some people get butt hurt when I curse. I think I might have thrown it away. Here it is, right in front of me. So anyway, I don't know how many of you guys saw when I went to the I think the Duewo or whatever, however you say it, versus Dogman, I think there may be a possibility of that being a Dogman, just like a dire wolf, possibly. What's up, Rudy? How are you? It's an Eastern mat. That's right. That's right. The Bennington Triangle is. That's right. Thank you. So when I was there, I was talking to this guy and that lived across the street from the Conjuring house. And he said that they had seen a Bigfoot in that area. And that there had been a couple of other things spotted in that area as well. So I haven't gone there yet. I'm going to go there. How did you know that? That's weird. So anyway, basically I stumbled upon this weird sighting. Me and Isabel walked. Isabel's my 15-year-old daughter. And when we got to the Conjuring house, it was so exciting because we had touched down in Rhode Island in the afternoon. We got to our hotel, we had dinner, and then we waited for the next day to occur. And when we got to the Conjuring house, it started to feel a little weird, you know. And why did I go? Because it says Dogman and Paranormal Research, and unlike other channels that just research from their desk, I want to go and do stuff to actually research. So that's why I go. No, I've never been to Bray Road. I've actually got a guy out there that I want to go and speak to. I've just got being a dad with a 15-year-old daughter, it's kind of hard to travel. So in a couple more years, when she's 18 or whenever she's done with homeschooling, then I'm going to be going and just looking for everything. So, this is what I found in regards to the Conjuring house. All right. So me and my friend TJ back in 2018 used to do a lot of cryptid/ghost hunting. And especially because we were in Rhode Island, there's lots of stories of areas with crazy history. An example is the woods a block from my house that has stone steps in the middle of it, completely out of the way from everything. Basically, long story short, the stairs were from a church that had burnt down long ago. And rumor has it, people died in that fire, and that's why the woods are haunted now. Me and my friend saw some crap in those woods too, different story. But with this image in your head now, you can understand Rhode Island has a lot of paranormal activity, like all states. Now, back to the main. My friend and I, one night, found out where the Conjuring House was. It's a 20-minute drive from us, so we decided to check it out. It was roughly 2 a.m. when we started driving there. A lot of weird stuff started happening. When we first got to the road on the way to the house, for reference, how creepy the area is, it's practically out in the middle of the sticks, barely any streetlights, and that's true. And it has a lot of tight corners, and a lot of big rocks there. Like it's a really interesting place. Practically out. Lastly, the energy was the strangest. It felt like we were being watched the whole way. When the GPS said 3 minutes away from the house, my friend's radio started glitching, repeating the chorus of R.I.P. by Joji. Me and you and I would die for you, die, do or die for you, suicide for you, R.I.P., blah, blah, blah. It's some song, I guess. When it came on, needless to say, that vibe got it a lot darker. And when we actually arrived, we got there, not much happened. The vibe was growing worse the longer we stayed. And then my friend heard something, so we left because the energy was something different. As we were leaving, the GPS quickly made us turn to the road a different way that we had come. As soon as we were approaching the original entrance to the street of the Conjuring House. At the time, I didn't think much of it because we were just trying to leave the area. This road was a lot creepier than others because it brought us directly into the middle of the woods. Even some parts were not paved, if I remember correctly. All of it's paved now. This was in 2018, so with really weird-looking houses spaced apart. Well, as I was going down the road, I looked down at my phone, and in a second, TJ punches me in the arm and says, "Look up, what is that?" I look up, the strangest thing I've ever seen. Jumps across the road 5 feet away from the car with the speed of a cheetah. To give you guys a better idea of what it looked like, first of all, it was as tall as a kangaroo. And I mean the tall ones. This thing had to be 7 feet tall. Second, it was jumping in medium-sized jumps. Not sure what the word for the movement is, but quick and how gears work. That's how smooth and fast the legs touched the ground, propelled forward and repeated. Like in 4 seconds it took to drive the car to where it was on the road. It was hundreds of feet away into the woods. Lastly, the most amazing but strange thing about it was its actual appearance. It looked like moving energy, a bunch of lines moving together in the shape of an animal. It was a combination of a brown, a dark green, and an orange, and some other less noticeable colors. As we drove, we were freaked out, of course, and talked the whole way about it. We even tried to find the road the next day, and for 3 nights separate, and could not find it. So they saw something really weird. Now, interestingly enough, he said he compared it to a kangaroo. And I've heard a lot of people compare a Dogman to a kangaroo, but like looks, and then how he talked about how fast it was and the strange color variation of it running. Well, first of all, you only have your headlights to see, right? So you're seeing a dark brown, a dark green, and an orange. That's really weird. So I'm not sure what that could be. I guess you're talking about how to shoot a Dogman. Probably anything except the 22 with well-placed shots. An eye shot is definitely going to kill it. Double aught to the crotch would change its whole perspective on life. I know my 458 SOCOM would. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Larry, how are you? You can't kill an interdimensional dog person. Probably not. Maybe you could, though. I mean, have you tried? So you can't say you can't unless you've tried, right? I like lever action rifles. Lever action rifles are friggin' awesome. Thoughts on Dogman and Bigfoot being natural beings in our woods for ages? I think that there could be. I think. Okay, here. If they are crossing portals and crossing dimensions, right? That would have to mean it would bleed here and there. I think they're alive. I think they can cross dimensions, though. So I do think they're definitely killable. You might want to be a crack shot, though. Any updates on Meeker? There's nothing happening in Meeker. Everything's stopped. Meeker, I actually called my friend, well, a subscriber now, and he said that everything had stopped. So, yeah, Brad's story is epic. I think they can be killed in between dimensions. I have not talked to the Border Patrol agent. He's dead. Senor Mercado is dead. He's one of the Border Patrol agents who died. Yes, Linda Godfrey is dead. Yeah, unfortunately, she is. She really wasn't. She really wasn't doing much. You know, she was sick at the end of everything. Jody Cook was very sick. Jody Cook is very sick. How do you kill a Wendigo? There was a Wendigo hunter named Jack something, and I think he killed it when it had turned back human, and he ended up going to prison. Men in Black did not kill Linda Godfrey. She died of natural causes, and she's was a beautiful woman, a wonderful, wonderful person. Nice to see and hear you, Akim. Yes, New England Dirt Roadie. There's a story of how it's called the Wendigo Killer, and Jack Give me 1 second here. He ended up okay. So here's the deal. In Hogansburg, which is north of me, I have family members that live on the Akwesasne Reservation, and there's a museum up there. Now, there's a beautiful painting of a Wendigo and the transitions. What I saw was a emaciated human being, a mist, and a white creature, all in this painting. A white creature with a very long tail, not like the abominable snowman, but it was a Wendigo becomes a Wendigo after usually in a cold winter, supposedly as the stories go, and or whenever, but it ends up killing a family member and eating them. Yes, Michael, Greg should email me his story. I just quickly looked at that. Where the hell's my phone? I was using the wrong phone. Sorry, guys. I would have had that privilege. Okay. When I go hunter. Jack Fiddler. Jack Fiddler is Jack Fiddler was Cree, and he was born in the Rupert's Land, British North America in 1839. Like his father before him, Jack Fiddler became a famous shaman for his alleged ability to conjure animals and protect his people from spells. Most importantly, to the people of the region, he was allegedly successfully defeated a Wendigo, a cannibalistic spirit that would possess people during all too frequent bouts of famine and disease. In his life, Jack Fiddler claimed to have defeated 14 Wendigo. Apparently, some were sent against his people by enemy shamans, and others were members of his own band who were taken in the desire to eat human flesh. In the latter case, Fiddler was usually asked by family members to kill a very sick loved one before they turned into a Wendigo. In some cases, the Wendigo, him or her, would ask to be euthanized according to the necessary rites. Fiddler's own brother, Peter Flett, was killed after turning into a Wendigo when the food ran out on a trading expedition. HBC traders, Cree, and missionaries were aware of the Wendigo legend, though they often explained it as a mental illness or superstition. Regardless, several incidents turning people into Wendigo eating human flesh were documented in the records of the company. Jack Fiddler's reputation grew among these groups. He was approached multiple times by Cree ministers at Island Lake and asked to bring Christianity to his people. Though he respectfully heard their requests, Fiddler did not convert. By the beginning of the 20th century, the Sucker people were among the indigenous people in North America living in a traditional manner with almost no government imposition on legal and religious matters. Then he was killed for, he went on trial actually for killing a Wendigo. I say Wendigo like that because that's how they put it, the HBC traders and stuff like that. But here's something neat. Okay, so they just said the lore of a Wendigo or the spirit of the Wendigo was blamed on mental illness, right? When I was watching a true movie the other day, my friend who is and did work with the Warrens, he paranormal researcher. He worked with the Warrens. He was the cameraman for the Warrens, and he had done something with with another priest called Father Malachi. And anyway, when people are supposedly possessed by demons and stuff, what automatically does the church do? They send in a priest and a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist looks at them as they're crazy, possibly, or they're usually diagnosed schizophrenic, right? Then they label them as being possessed. So it's just weird that mental illness is attributed to anything paranormal. It's very strange. Rudy, I'd love to hear them. Please, my email is in the description of all my videos, and I'd love to. Do you think Wendigos are the problem or the other guy? Inquisitive Southern Woman's story was probably one of the craziest stories I've heard. Can we talk about random staircases? As long as we're not talking about the creepypasta from Corpse Husband, where he talks about I was a park ranger and we saw these mysterious staircases and people would not walk to the end of them. And when they did, they disappeared because there's staircases in the woods from places that were existing at one time. I know about the Satanic Amish, and that's a movie, so he probably copied the movie. But yeah, they weren't really Amish, and they were more satanic than Amish. They were Amish because that's what they resembled. If you go and watch Paranormal Encounters or Paranormal, what the hell is that movie? Paranormal Activity 4. That's the story right there. The whole movie is that story. What's creepy about pasta is when you put clams on that shit and I get food poisoning and I'm laying by this puking my ass off. And it is that, Dennis, that is a good story because, you know, when I was, here's something, when I was sick, and just when I was diagnosed with my illness, I couldn't do anything. My legs were like this big. I ran out of stuff to read. And Corpse Husband, that 2-hour long story of events that were strange, convinced me to start my YouTube channel. And because I was like, there needs to be truth into this. People need to talk about the truth of this. The staircase thing is really crazy. Finding a random staircase in the woods, a stone staircase, is absolutely terrifying. But Mandela effect, yeah. There's a new one that was just came out too. Another Mandela effect. I was watching a video about it because it's very messed up. And I really do believe in the Mandela effect. It wasn't in Texas. It was in New Mexico, Charlie. Yes. Yep, I have, Peter. I don't. To me, a big cat sighting is okay. So, I wonder in the UK. I do see that it is something to be a cryptid at that point. But when people spot a large cat in North America and call it a cryptid, to me that's just dumb. Because we have large cats here, So if I don't answer phone numbers, I don't save phone numbers in my phone. So just email me and let me know, Dennis, okay? Because I don't answer phone numbers that I don't recognize because it's my personal phone that I use on the channel. So or I'm working during it. So, but please send me an email and then we'll hook up. Was it a Jersey number? Okay, this is back to the thing really quick. The big dog changeling. Yes, okay, Dennis. Okay, thank you. Yeah, send me an email and Pennsylvania. Where is Pennsylvania? Is that by the border? Wait, is Pennsylvania border Kentucky? Pennsylvania.
$7.
Shut up. Where the hell is Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania.
According to Wikipedia, Pennsylvania is a slang portmanteau of the names of the U.S. states of Pennsylvania and Kentucky.
Oh. Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania consists of the Appalachian area, Ohio, West Virginia. Okay. Yeah, I'd imagine there would be. No, Kentucky doesn't border Pennsylvania. I was weirded out too. I imagine there would be large cats there. Jim, why don't you try to order a pizza and some wings? That'd be a neat thing. How come Jeff never shares his secret for amazing hair? I don't have amazing hair. I have shitty hair. I was about to. Jim, if you do order a pizza, though, get anchovies and spicy hot chicken, all in the same one. All right, really quick. I just want to share this thing with you because this is the one that I did want to share with you guys. All right. The big dog changeling. These days, the Iroquois do most of their infighting over gas and gambling. In the words of a Seneca friend, on one of the reservations north of Buffalo, a woman got uppity in council. While hanging laundry later that week, she noticed a large dog in her yard. Its profile was strange, and when she turned to look at it, it had partial human features. Its face was that of a Native American man with long, droopy ears. She ran in the house, locked the doors, and pulled the shades. She thought it may be a changeling, a shapeshifter, who had chosen to come in this form. One thing was for sure, it was a dangerous situation. These things had been known to haunt people until they died. She stayed inside all night and waited until afternoon before looking out. The monstrosity was gone. She almost doubted herself, but the neighbors reported hearing a godless howling all night, like that of a soul so tortured that it turned angry. The sound had no parallel in anyone's memory, though the elders didn't seem to be saying all they thought. Maybe this is one of their changelings sent on another mission. I'd love to hear that, Peter. Anchovies, pineapple, and mushrooms. Oh, God. Oof. Oof. That's a rough one right there. There's another one, too. There's a couple of them. The night the dogs cried together. The dogs who saw too well. Granny Wolf, the dogs and the wolves. There was another one that I wanted to. I don't know, but the Altered Beasts. That was a badass game on Sega. Anyway, if you guys want a good book to read, Iroquois Supernatural, Talking Animals and Medicine People by Michael Bastain and Mason Winfield. I bet you insects are tasty. Ham and pineapple on pizza is bad enough. No way, dude. Ham and pineapple are pretty good. I would rather have that than like anchovy pizza. Suji, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. What's up, North Face kid? Altered Beast was rad. Because you turned into a Dogman in Altered Beast. Rise from your grave. Me and my daughter Abigail used to play that game all the time. EBEs? With masks. No. Anchovies are in Caesar salad dressing, I think, right? No, EBE, Jim Baker, EBE. Jerky pizza. Is that like that jerky, like the Jamaican jerky? You know what's crazy is that there was a black-eyed kid sighting up here in upstate New York, and it was fucking freaky. Must have a red beam. No, my daughter loves this stuff. My daughter Isabel is 15 years old and went to the Conjuring house with me. The video is, I don't know if you've seen the video, New Englander Roadie, but we had a blast there. She's got balls of brass. What are EBEs? Aliens. Extraterrestrial being something, but they're aliens. Bigfoot in Whitehall. Yeah. Hang on. This book, Whitehall, New York, is right up the road from me. It's 15 minutes from my house. This book is all about Bigfoots in the Adirondacks. It was written by the person who had seen the Bigfoot in Whitehall. Good evening, Grant. Pineapple and jalapeno. Thank you, Suji. Extraterrestrial biological entities. Yeah, I'm not a fan of black-eyed kids. They freak me out. A large cat and wolf in South Louisiana. Wouldn't that make sense though? Because Southern Louisiana, to me, like large cats, when people spot large cats, I don't doubt they do. But I don't know. I don't consider them a cryptid because they're a cat, you know? It's just, I mean, I guess it could be a cryptid if they were like in the UK where there are no cats like that big, you know what I mean? But to me in North America, a cat man, there's been a couple of cat men sightings like in Texas, Louisiana, Mexico, the Beast of Bladenboro. Your son's Diddy lives up by me? That's awesome. Larry Hart, Vic is in the house? Where? Oh, my Bigfoot sighting? Why would Vic Cundiff be in my live stream? That makes no sense. Chimeras. Are you taking notes? Neat. On how not to sound robotic? Latest Dogman sighting. I don't know. I haven't had one, so I mean, I try to give you. I got a couple in my emails. I didn't say anything insulting. I just said joking because I doubt that you're Vic Cundiff. Because I don't think you, if you were Vic Cundiff, you'd be in my live stream. A large black cat near Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I would not doubt that, to be honest with you. I really wouldn't. You're welcome for the bonus video. Lake Placid is a beautiful place. I know you did, Lewis. I actually just shared it the other day. Again, because it is really a messed up story. Do I believe that dogmen are migrating? Dark Waters does. I agree they move. I think that dogmen are opportunistic hunters and they travel where the food is. So that could constitute as migration if they're following the food, if the food traveled away from the cold. So yes and no. What happens when dogmen with water's being polluted? They probably don't drink it. That's why I've been waiting for like one of these crazy ass channels to pop out of nowhere and be like, there was a dog man found in Ohio at the crash site and it was dead and this and that. Because a dog man, in my eyes, would not ever be near a crash site with chemicals. Brad does have an amazing story. Brad's a good dude. I love him. I talk to him periodically. We talk about other things besides cryptids and stuff like that. Dogman done kicked rocks in Ohio. Donald Trump probably chased the dogman out of Ohio. Or he brought them with him for protection. I've heard of it. There was a dude that came here from Tennessee, and he said that he had passed a joint to a dog man. Now, my view on that is that's a strange kind of thing. But who am I to tell him it didn't happen because I wasn't there, you know? All I know is what I saw when I was 17 years old. You know, I can't call anyone a liar or I can't call anyone out on their stories because I wasn't there. And we live in a really screwed up world to where anything can be true, you know? When did we ever think that we would have? Yes, the Defiance Werewolf had a shirt on, a flannel shirt, I believe, like a red and black flannel shirt, checkered. Trump is the new Chuck Norris. No, Chuck Norris is Chuck Norris. Donald Trump doesn't have. Donald Trump does not have water. Chuck Norris has water. Dennis, I will get to them as soon as I can. I promise you. Now I'm going to have the power of Chuck Norris. Dick P. Goldwater wants to speak with you. Yeah, I'm still drinking it. I bought a case of it and I've relished it. I don't know who Dick P. Goldwater is, but that's a weird name. Well, Vic, I guess you spelled Chuck Norris's last name wrong, and there's no way Chuck Norris molested anyone. He is the fucking icon of 80s karate movies. In Cayuga County. I know P is Goldenwater. That's why I said. Tazewell. Tazewell is probably one of the creepiest places that for experiences. That's another thing why, like, okay, why I got ticked off because creepypastas were real. Look it up. They were never real. There's no indication saying creepypastas were ever real. Actually, if you look it up, it states that they weren't real. They're fiction. Chuck was doing the abducting. I don't know. My mom would probably want to get abducted by Chuck Norris because my mom had the biggest crush on him when I was younger. I had a couple Bigfoot sightings in Essex County. Clint Eastwood. Yeah, when Josie Wales, but Donald. Who's Donald? David? David Carradine's pretty badass, though. Lone Wolf McQuaid is the greatest movie ever. Clint was Hoss, though. Clint was the man. I bet you Clint Eastwood riding on a horse with the Mexican blanket thingy would kill a Dogman as Josie Wales. Lots of Dogman sightings in Michigan. Lots of them. The Last of Us. Is that zombie video game that they turned into a movie? No, I haven't. I see it when I watch. I don't watch a lot of TV. I've been watching The Pacific and Band of Brothers for some reason lately. Chuck Norris versus Dogman. Who wins? Dogman. Nope, I don't watch the Flintstones. That's probably you. Pacific and Band of Brothers are amazing, amazing TV shows. They're just truly some of the greatest historic accounts of World War II. And I like how they incorporate soldiers who were there and are still alive that are sharing their experiences. Without a doubt, Crocodile Dundee would kick Chuck Norris's ass with the knife. Be like, this is a knife. Combat? That's a TV show. My dad loves that show. Michael Vick versus Dogman. Holy shit. Oh my God, you should be ashamed of yourself, but happy birthday. My favorite music. I like metal. I don't know. I like all kinds of music. I like country. I like pretty much everything. I like this new band called Three Teeth. I don't know why, but I like them a lot. Thrash does rule. DRI, when I was growing up, I used to listen to DRI. My favorite cryptid or cryptic? Because cryptic and cryptid are two different things. Cryptic means like scary and strange. Cryptid is the monster. I got a story for you. Southeast Virginia, my neighborhood close. Please be emailing me. Please do, Cindy. Crossing proton streams into the CERN collider. Dude, I was just reading an article on the Hadron Collider, and they were talking about mini portals opening. This young kid who was like a Doogie Howser intellect. And do you guys have volume? Can you all hear me? Because I've been talking for a while, so I don't know. Yep, you guys can hear me. Rob, it's on you, bro. Rob. Shit. All right, so you guys can hear me. Okay. Yeah, Rob, it's not on me, brother. Restart it. Try to restart it. Restart it. That's my rendition of sign language. And if anyone is partially deaf, that was not unpolitically correct. That was love. I know, now that I got this new computer, I've had no issues with anything. It's been really nice. The paranormal is real, yeah. It is fast. Fast like your mom, Jim Baker. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't get butthurt. $15 minutes away. Really? Okay, so here's something. If that really is or was Vic Cundiff, can I give you a hug? And I swear to God, if you feel something, it's just my thumb. Speed reported for Dogman. I have different speeds, but the fastest I've ever heard with a vehicle traveling is like 60. But I mean, people have exaggerated and said 100 miles an hour, which Rudy, your son does stand up? Dude, I love comedy. Comedy's funny. Like when I'm done working, I literally have to watch something different because okay, Dennis, we will have no communicating with the enemy. Rob, hang on. Rob Salazar. Restart the live stream. Think. Comedy's funny. Comedy's funny. Comedy is funny. Louis C.K. is fucking hilarious. Dennis, I was only teasing, bro. You don't have to be butthurt. And you know I'm only kidding on that too. No one's my enemy. I was joking. Of course I remember Gallagher. Gallagher was great. I agree, Agent Wolverine 90. I agree. I do believe those creatures need to be eradicated. That's just my opinion. I don't think we'll ever get to it. I don't think you could ever totally eradicate them, but who knows? Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's good. Raw was funny. And I kicked him in the ding ding. There's what's that guy's name? There's a young guy that's hilarious, but he's from Ohio. But my favorite comedian of all time is Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn is probably just the greatest comedian right now ever. Dogman, Jim Baker, Dogman. We're talking about eradicating. Yeah, Charlie Elmer, the lady from that was by the LBL, that was the story. Crazy enough, that's the story that I recorded. Her and I had a 2-hour long Jim Baker, why? We had a 2-hour long interview. I recorded it all. I had it on the saved on the old computer. I got up the next morning, super excited about sharing it with you. And all of a sudden it was gone. And I was like, what the hell happened to my computer? I had one of the greatest interviews because she was so like, you could hear her energy and just her emotions pouring out. Enki, he's been on my channel, so I can't comment on that. I was not there, I was not there, and I have a platform that I open up for anyone to share their experience. I can never say that never happened because I wasn't there. I wanted to be a comedian, but everyone laughed at me. If you named your Dogman Lassie, then you could make its dinner Timmy. I did. I've checked the child preacher out. Theo is amazing. Jim Baker has been part of this. Like, is Jody Cook coming on my show? I talked to him 2 weeks ago. And hey, Candy, I am friends with Jody Cook, and unfortunately, Jody got dragged around and lied to by this guy who is not good for the community and lies about being in the service, lies about being he lied about but Jody Cook is an amazing guy. He's a smart guy. And yes, I'd love to have Jody Cook on. But he's sick. He's going through some health issues right now. And I got to wait for a little bit. But NADP is going through some stuff right now, inner working stuff, because people lie and led him astray and had him believe stuff wasn't. Yeah, it was, Agent. And that's why if you look at the video that I had Brad on, I named that upload called Brad's Redemption because I wanted him to share and not have any kind of flack. And I think myself, I think you guys, my audience, you, my family, my Dogman fam, are probably some of the best people in the comment section of videos when people share an experience. Sorry for my clown son's comments. What's that mean, Rudy? Jim Baker, are you new to this? Because I've been calling it Dogman Fam for a long time. You are? How old are you, Jim Baker? Because like looking at your avatar, how many people in the comment section right now think Jim Baker is a 70-year-old man? You're 29? Dude, this whole time I thought you were a 70-year-old man that was just a pissant. That's fucking awesome. It does explain the pizza craving. Holy shit, he does look like the dude from Big Trouble in Little Tokyo. Yeah, Brad was mistreated very badly. Big Trouble in China. Big Trouble in Tokyo? Yeah, whatever. Was it China? Big Trouble in Little China. Little China. Little China. Little China. Yeah, Little China. That's what it was. Trolls are the reason. Dude, I don't have trolls here, Michael. Honestly, I really don't. In the live stream right now, Jim has fun. No, it's not Jim, and it's Tim Baker. It's not Jim Baker. T. Neal. And Tim Baker and me are very good friends. I've had him on this channel like 5 times. But it's Tim Baker, not Jim. Mr. Miyagi. No, dude, he's got this freaking unibrow that's like this big. Yeah, he's Jim. You don't need to keep saying look it up. We all know who he is. He's the didn't he get in trouble? Tammy Faye Baker was his wife. Oh my God, he's gonna tell us a Dogman story. Oh shit, I hope not. In a Dogman. God damn it. I can't. You almost got me going, Keith. Holy shit. But for real, Mike, if you come on, there won't be any BS in the comment section. I've got an amazing group of people who listen and comment daily. I've got great people here. I think who is more dangerous between Dogman or the government? The government, most definitely. Tammy Faye, her whole face was makeup. She looked like a streetwalker from 1980. I know I married her. If Dogman walks on two legs, can it lick its butt? I don't know if it can toss its salad. Probably. Can Dogman toss its own salad? Yes. Definitely Miss Piggy. Wait, Butthead just said gross? Wait, there's a new Beavis and Butthead coming out. Hang on, I gotta look out my window. After I do this live stream, I've got to go out and snowblow. Just sucks, dude. My life never, ever is easy. How do you get in touch with me? Dennis, here, I'm going to put my email in the description real quick. Or I'm going to put my email in the comment section real quick. Shit. There you go, Dennis. That's how you can get a hold of me, buddy. I feel. I'm subscribed to your channel, but I forgot why or what. I don't know, brother. But please stay subscribed. Yeah, dude, it just keeps freaking snow. It's 60 or 70 here. Oh, god damn. Dennis, I don't know what time zone you're in, so that's a trick question. I really should have 100K. I have 18 million views, and it's just insane. Go to Thailand? I might have to start a second channel so I can afford to go to Thailand. Yeah, Tom. Tom actually told me he keeps getting subbed out. I don't know. I don't know. You're an hour behind me, Dennis. For some reason, YouTube keeps unsubbing people from me, and it's really strange. I don't know why. I don't know. Like last month, I got like 2,500 subscribers in a month. This month, I barely hit 1,000 yet. What encounter do you think is the most disturbing? Mine, because I was there. The Dulce base. Yeah. Did you, Butthead, did you see where I interviewed Laura Eisenhower talking about that? I'm trying to get Phil Schneider to do an interview with me here for you guys too. Hopefully he does it with me. That would be awesome. Phil Schneider is not dead and he's not a snitch. Not that. Hang on. I'll share with you what I'm talking about. Oh, shit. Hang on a second, guys. You guys all know who Kurt Stokes is, right? Hang on. I got to text Kurt Stokes. Okay, so are you guys, it's buffering? And I didn't mean Phil Schneider. I was a different person. I was reading what's his name, Butthead's thing, and he was talking about Dulce. I got a different person lined up that I've got to come on talk about Dulce with us too. But I just got in touch with Kurt Stokes, and I haven't been in touch with him in a while. He's the guy that caught that footage of. I shouldn't be cutting out, Anthony. It's on your end because I've got a brand new computer and my router and modem are right here. Yeah, it's not on me. I've got perfect connection right now. So, all right. Yeah, Kurt Stokes is the best. Like, because I've been wanting to talk with him, and if I was going to come on and do an interview, I'd have to do it. We're getting Kurt Stokes. We're getting him. We're gonna have to do a late night with him. Awesome. Let me say awesome. I just let everyone in the live know that you are coming on. People really love and respect you that listen to my channel. We are a great bunch here. Bam. All right, so we're getting him. Holy shit. He is an amazing guy. He got bullied. He literally got bullied and was forced out of the community. You know, Phil Schneider is the guy who fought in Dulce. And I was looking at Butthead's thing and I was thinking of Phil Schneider about that, but he is dead. I wasn't talking about him. I've got someone else that is friends with Laura Eisenhower that's going to come on. So anyway, he was bullied. He has that amazing photo. He's got amazing videos. He really, in the late or early 2000s, was really bringing information to people. And because people disagreed with him, they really treated him like shit. And that's not how cryptozoology should work. You know, first and foremost, if someone's going to share their experience, you should give them the courtesy and respect that you would want if you had an experience, you know? Also, that is what ruins the community, and the just the fake crap that is being spewed in the community is what ruins it. Yeah, he does have the greatest footage ever of a dog man. I've posted it on the channel probably 20 times. And I never get sick of seeing it because it really is such a. Yes, Michael Gregg, they are creepy pasta. Yes. Thank you, Inquisitive. You know, there's just so many channels out there that really ruin it for really good people. On my channel, you can see it. It's on my channel. It's an amazing video of a dog man breathing behind this. It's behind some foliage. You can see it blink. It's truly a freaking masterpiece. You know, like, okay, here in my eyes, what ruins the community, or what ruins channels, or not channels, but what ruins good channels is channels that make up lies, channels that copy other channels and their research, people who are not willing to just give a person a chance to speak. Dark Waters is an amazing person. Cullen, he writes his own stuff. I know that for a fact. Yeah, I know. You know, like, I don't know. I don't watch other channels. So Dennis, he has been for 4 years. Actually, there's a video. I did a video with him 4 years ago before I knew he was fake. And he took it off his channel because we had a huge fallout. And he wanted to be this big YouTube channel. And my channel started growing because I was telling the truth. I wasn't talking about a dog man taking a bath. You know, so yeah, it's despicable. Channels like that are despicable, that, you know, create a false narrative on real channels. Dark Waters. No, Louis Franco. I called one of those channels out the other day, actually, because the LBL is closed down because of damage to a bridge. Thanks, MS. Got to Google what video? You probably won't find it on Google. It's on my channel. How about this, guys? So everyone who wants to see the Kirk Stokes video, tomorrow morning, what I'll do, tomorrow's upload, I'm going to attach it to the end of that video. All right, so it'll be there. Dennis, you only like that channel because it's got eye candy. And the channel's a joke, to be honest with you. The LBL is not closed because there's a hurt Dogman, this, and that. I actually did the video the other day about it, and I shared the link to the reason why it's closed. Thanks, Kathy. Oh, that's interesting. But I don't know how much you would know. Dennis, you old dog, you. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. I got to shut my studio door. My cat just came in. Come here, buddy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Here, my buddy's here with me. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Doesn't he look pissed off? No, he's not fat. He's just big. Yes, he is a Maine Coon. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Huh? What doing? You know, he is just big boned. He's gonna sit down. What are you doing, buddy? Aw. Say hi to everybody. Look, say hi. Say hi. You good boy, huh? So anyway, yeah, wow, we're coming up on 2 hours. How about we have a little fun before we end? We doing, huh? How about we have a little fun before we end the live stream? Wait, what happened? What happened, Charlie? My cat Dennis is 22 pounds actually. What you doing, buddy? Huh? Ow, you prick. You just bit me. So yeah, this is here. We'll do a face to face. That's how big his head is to mine. He's fucking huge. Get out. Lay down, buddy. So anyway. What the fuck? Oh, he just farted, man. My cat literally just farted in here. You're a scumbag, dude. Ugh. Yeah, he's my best friend. He's my freaking buddy. What are you doing? He literally just hangs out with me all the time. He's my boy. So anyway, let's have some fun. We'll end the upload with some fun. I will say, shall we, before we leave? I just did. See, Jim? Don't be sorry that you're late. It's fine. You're here, right? Like you mean it. Enjoy the fart. Thanks, Rockin' Steady. Wow, it's 2 a.m. already. Holy shit. Um, Let's think of something we can talk about. Let me look around my room. Shit, I don't even know what we can talk about. I'm getting excited about going to where Tom Messick disappeared. I really am very excited about that. Yeah, I'm excited too, the one who laughs, because you know what I just realized today? I just realized that when is your new title card going to be used? New title card. I don't know what a new title card is. But we're doing Saturday Night Live with Jeff Nadolny, right? Bam. This art or the other art. I decided that I wasn't going to use it. I don't know why. I think make sure you're armed. Yes, I'm going to be. I just really am. I'm almost drawn to the place. It is it's weird. I can't explain how I'm drawn to it. Like I probably sleep next to his heat. I do. No, I do actually. I've got 5 of my firearms around me at night. Yeah, I do. Yes, it is calling me. Calling you by Bray Road, really. I don't know what it. Something about the place is peaceful. Even though he disappeared, it's peaceful. And hey, Tony, how are you? Tony! Something about where Tom Messick disappeared has this peaceful, like just aura for it. When Rudy, you're fine, don't worry about it. When I go there, I've had 2 strange experiences that I filmed. The one time where I was in like a kill spot or a kill zone, I called it. And then a couple of people had filmed or had caught something in the background. But the strangest part, thanks. The strangest part about going to that place that ever happened. I'm going to stop reading the comments for a second. So when I went there and I got trapped in that kill spot and I realized it and I showed you guys, I kind of stood in the middle and I just circled around and said, you know, I feel really, really, really strange here. But then when I see the road you have to go on to get there is called Lily Pond Road, and it's an old fire road. It's a really poorly maintained fire road. And then after the road, there's a trail called Lily Pond Trail, and that circles around into the Adirondacks, deep into the woods. So I was probably 2 miles from my car, and I turned around and I started walking back. And I'll never forget it. I heard something paralleling me on both sides. At first, I thought it was just on one side because whatever it was matching each other's steps until the one on the left-hand side took an extra step. And I remember thinking, what's following me? And for some reason, I didn't think Dogman and I didn't think Bigfoot. And I'll tell you what came to mind. And it may sound weird to you guys, but a crawler came into my head. Like I felt like I was being tracked or followed by crawlers too. Probably not. It was probably something else, but that's just what my mind told me was there. So I keep walking and I get to where the trail turns into the dirt road. And when I hit the dirt road, whatever was paralleling me sounded just like it went like this and walked back the other way. I had never been so grateful to see my vehicle. And I don't know. The thing is I don't know why I felt like it was a crawler. A crawler is a emaciated alien human looking thing. I think they came from Dulce and Dumb's Nightmare Hall. The Rake is a creepypasta. The Rake was written by Tobias Wade, who actually, when I started this channel, I was going to narrate one of his books, but I didn't because I didn't want to do creepypastas. I just wanted to do real stuff. So yeah, Descent. That's what I envisioned was following me though. And it was really, well, Enki, we don't know that because you have no clue, honestly, if they're following you or not. I've done a lot of research, Jessa, on Dulce and Nightmare Hall. I've got a ton of videos about it. You're welcome, Cosmic. Anyway, Dennis, you were here while we were talking about Wendigos, right? Because crawler honestly does not have anything to do with. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go up to Hogansburg to the reservation this summer, and I'm gonna take a picture of that, of the painting that was painted by people who live on the Akwesasne reservation, and show you guys exactly what the Mohawk feel like this thing is. Jim, are you leaving? See you later, brother. It was good having you. Jim Baker, everyone. Jim Baker. Anyway, I've done a lot of videos about Dulce, Nico. And Slippin' Tea with Spunky Sparky is going to bed. Yeah, but I think, Enki, I think a lot of the experiences that people post about crawlers are not. I've only shared probably 15, if that. And yeah, they've been aggressive, but not overly aggressive, you know. Taylor, Mississippi? What's that? What are you talking about, T-Neil? Luke lived in Taylor, Mississippi. Taylor, Mississippi is nutty. You had a Bigfoot encounter in Hawaii. For real, or are you joking? Because if that's true, email me, please, because I'd love to hear it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Strangest cryptid I've ever heard. I don't know. Strangest, you know, I guess probably the strangest cryptid that I've ever heard of. There's that video that you can't really identify whatever it is, but it's at the bottom of that goat. And if that's real, that's a really messed up video. I don't know what it is. It really, that freaks me out. I don't know. I'm not really freaked out by much anymore. The Ojibwe migration story is strange. It is. That was in that thesis that I read once, and it was truly an amazing couple of days reading that. Yeah, Siege is probably the best Darkwater story ever. James really got the golden goose on that one. I don't really know what scares me anymore. Yes, I've seen that. It's some weird. I told you, Rob, you had to reboot it. Did you see? I texted it to you. Yeah, James's personal encounter is good too. Actually, I forgot to call him. No, he's not. He's not ever returning to anywhere, Agent. Not anything involving me or Dark Waters. The Mountain Witch is sketchy. That's the one where the dudes are like speaking in Arabic or whatever. Is that the one that you're talking about? The dudes are in a car and they see it and it comes running back at them. A lot of things, Agent. A lot of things that he just okay. Too much to get into and not enough time. Oh, he's at her little cave. I'll have to find that one. Okay. Because I've never seen that. Question: do you think Angel underneath the prison in the Euphrates River is a creature? No, I don't. I think that's real. Okay, because there's that one with the yes, exactly, Agent. And it's just something that I just want to stay out of and just like that. That's all I can do. Nope, never heard that story, Rudy. Is this Rudy's kid? Anyway, yeah, I definitely think okay. Rather go and answer them. Yes, it is. It really is. Hey, Jules, how are you? Please email me, Jules, because I'd love to narrate it and put it up on the channel. Paul is my man. I love Paul. And not in a gay way. And I have nothing against gay people. I just was trying to be funny. Paul Evans Pedersen is freaking awesome. Last time I talked to him was a couple of weeks ago. Super wonderful guy. Super nice guy. I remember when I first reached out to him. Steph, you mean? Please do email me. Agent. Yes, but it's not his. It's Tom Horns and Stephen Quayle's, if that makes any sense. Any words on the missing 411? Or any thoughts on the missing 411? I think, and I've said it 100 times. No, he's not. That's who we're talking about. Yes, exactly. Anyway, missing 411. Amazing information brought to the public. David Paulides really did a service to the public by bringing that to our attention. Personally, I don't really care for the man, but I think he's an amazing researcher. I don't have anything bad to say about his research. I don't have anything bad to say about him because I never met him. Just for some reason, I don't care for him, but he's a goddamn good researcher. And bringing the missing 411 to the world's attention is something truly amazing. You know, he has his own, he has brought something to the public's eyes that just we probably wouldn't know about, you know. Jessa, he steals from me constantly. He did 4 days ago talking about the petition for Brenda Hamilton when I did it 3 weeks prior. Anyway, the missing 411, amazing information. David Paulides is an amazing investigator. Blessed to have him in this community, to be honest with you. I really think he has a true what do I think is taking? I don't know. It could be between UFOs, it could be portals, it could be Bigfoots, it could be a multitude of things. I think dogmen use riverways, streamways, waterways, and rail trains or rail things. I've got to talk to Steph very soon. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that. Who are you talking about, RH? Donald Trump has his own water. Did he really? I thought he just brought other stuff. Portals. Yeah, I don't know. In Paulides's movie, The Hunted, when he talked about Tom Messick, and my uncle was interviewed in there. He's in the movie. There something happened there. My cat just started growling. the fuck was that? All right, bud. Okay. So really quick, with the Politis 411 Tom Mezek thing, portals I think could be a possible one, but with man, I don't know. It's just so crazy that all these people have gone missing and we cannot find a fucking answer to where they went. You know, we can't find anything. We, you know, not one iota of evidence of where they've gone. You know, maybe. Overbuilt, what's up, brother? A little late to the live stream, my friend. Just kidding, though. An angel, holy shit. White and radiant. Do you think the scent of fear? Whoa, it's going too fast. Appreciate all the dedicated hard work. Thank you, Rochelle. Good night, Dennis. Have a wonderful evening. My cat's name is very original. It's Tigger. I will let everyone know about Kirk Stokes, all right, Enki? I promise. I'm super stoked about having Kurt Stokes on. Mirachi? The angel was scary. I didn't realize it was actually an angel until... Oh, wow. Yeah, I've read that too, Jessa. All right, guys, we are 2 hours and 20 minutes in. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Just a question, why is there so many researchers chasing with each other? Is it an ego? Just clashing. I don't know. RH. Anywhere between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. Yes, I actually talked about Catman earlier tonight. Clashing, I don't know, honestly. I know that I have issues with people who say they are researchers when they aren't researching, when they are just copying other people's stuff and just, you know, doing minimal efforts. Kirk Stokes is a researcher from the late 90s, early 2000s who has some of the best photos and video evidence ever. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. No, I've got a snowblow. I wish I had a plow because David Politis finds his own. David Politis is an amazing investigator. He does not steal anybody's work, I don't think. I'm not talking about Politis. Like, okay, here's a perfect example of like when people copy David Paulides' work. When they're like, this missing 411, da da da, or they, they just, and they don't give him credit, you know, that in my eyes is stealing. When it was about 9 feet tall. When I've been researching these animal attacks for 4 years on my channel, calling police departments, sharing police department. No, Mr. Ballin actually gives David Paulides lots of credit. I've been researching these animal attacks for 4 years. I think that I'm the only channel that has ever recorded police station calls when I've called them. And when people just talk about those and make up a story attached, like the Corey Godsey case, when people were talking about Corey Godsey after the little boy had died, so many people were talking about that. And then I brought in people from his community. I brought in a guy who went to school with Corey's mom. It's sad. I don't know. And then there's the people who toss in creepypastas. Is it true that Taylor, Mississippi is a hotspot? Luke from Taylor, Mississippi had a ton of terrible attacks and encounters there. Corey Godsey was torn apart. I covered it the day it happened. It was tragic. There was a lot of channels talking about it and abnormally investigating it and looking at it and making false claims. And that's why I had to bring in people from the community to actually tell what really happened. Department of Homeland Security was there. Why was Department of Homeland Security in Knott County, Kentucky? Yes, creepypastas have done a lot of damage. Yeah, the Colorado incident was messed up. It's crazy because the Colorado incident, there's no denying the truth of that, because during that whole incident, right, during the whole Colorado cattle deaths, a guy contacts me, Carl contacts me, tells me what's going on. Then all of a sudden he says, there's been a kill team here that have killed 2 dogmen. And then all the cattle killing stopped. It's completely insane. The Border Patrol agent, the Border Patrol agent incident scared me so bad because he shared the story with me. And when he shared it to me, I was like, dude, that is the craziest, because I compared it to the guy from California with the homeless. And then he contacts me 3 days later and tells me that one of his partners is dead. Then he contacts me a day later and tells me his other partner is dead and sends me to the link to the news. And I shared everything. And I was like, what the just happened? I was like, what really happened to this? It really was a crazy, crazy thing. So I don't drink. Do you? You probably shouldn't either. Yeah, it was definitely disturbing. Steph. Meeker, Colorado, cattle. I just said it. Cattle were getting killed. Thank you, Jessa. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, dude, he didn't drink. The first agent didn't drink. And then the other agent dies mysteriously. They said it in the freaking article. A mysterious heart attack. No, Micro Blue in Meeker, there was a bunch of cattle. A guy sent me some. Hang on a second. I've got it hidden. Hang on, I gotta find it. Give me a minute. Where the fuck is it? Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the hair really quick. Where the fuck? What the fuck? Hang on. I'm sorry. Where the fuck is it? Anyway, someone sent me from Meeker, Colorado, hair and flesh sample. I'm trying to think of where I put it. Because it's not where I put it last. And I'm not saying someone broke into my house and took it. I'm a fucking idiot and probably misplaced it. Anyway. Nope. Not in the freezer. I have a piece hidden somewhere else that's in cold storage, but not in my house. I took the flesh off the bottom part of that one, though. Yeah, in a lot of Texas. I probably do need to go to bed, but I got to go and snowblow. So anyway, we've been on for 2 hours. Yes, my cat did. He gagged at the smell of it. Listen, we've been on for 2.5 hours. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I had a blast with you guys. And next Saturday, we'll start the live stream sometime between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. Is that cool? All right. Eddie, thank you for subscribing tonight. I really appreciate it. Yes, Eastern Standard Time, guys. And, I'm blessed to have all of you guys with me every day, watching the channel every day, supporting the research and everything else I do. And it just is truly amazing. So thank you very much. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. So, what car did I get? I got another Subaru Forester. I'm a Subaru Forester person. I love him. So, all right, guys, have a blessed evening. Stay safe and stay healthy. All right. Mir, thank you. Love y'all.